Everyone here seems to know that things are about to get much worse. Many residents in Taz have been depending on humanitarian aid ever since Yemen was engulfed by violence and instability in 2014. Now, that lifeline provided by the World Food Programme is uncertain because of critical funding shortages. Many programs have already been suspended, and more are expected to be cut. For the ordinary Yemeni, like Saida, this is terrifying.
We do not have a way out to anywhere. Where do we go? We neither have water nor electricity. We can do without electricity, but the most important thing for us is that we don't lose the lifeline that we had, so that our oxygen supply is not cut off.
The aid had helped her family, especially one of her children who has a rare blood condition. Whatever money her husband had saved up from working as a bus driver would go toward hospital costs.
As soon as the war began, my husband was shot by a sniper and suffered for 8 months because of it. My son is sick. I continue to help him. I come and go with him to the hospital continuously. Whatever money we had, we would use it to try to cover the treatment costs.
The WFP says Yemen will remain one of its largest food assistance operations. But funding cuts will have a grave impact on the country's 2.4 million malnourished citizens.
From a humanitarian perspective, reducing humanitarian aid in Yemen generally and in Taiz province specifically will constitute an obstacle, a challenge and a real gap for the poor and those who do not have a source of income. So the crises will worsen and the humanitarian situation will further deteriorate.
While the conflict in Yemen has pushed millions towards the brink of famine, the situation has been made even worse by the war in Ukraine. Yemen had been traditionally dependent on flour imports from Russia and Ukraine. With fighting there and a blockade in the region stopping supplies reaching the country, the plight of Yemenis is worsening. But Yemenis are hoping they won't be abandoned by the international community. A desperate plea from a devastated country. Rahul Radhakrishnan, TRT World.